Bandits are terrorists, Nigerian lawmaker Namdas. A Nigerian lawmaker, Abdulrazak Namdas, wants bandits to be addressed as terrorists. The House of Representatives member said criminals who kill, kidnap, and carry out other forms of atrocities were perpetrating terror. Namdas represents Deda Ghanaian Mayo Belwa Tunga constituency of Adamawa State. The chairman, House Committee on Army, spoke at the sideline of a capacity building workshop on conflict reporting in Abuja. Namdas lamented that the recent downing of a Nigerian Air Force jet. Daily Post exclusively reported the July 18 crash. Some people who are being called bandits may not necessarily be bandits. They are terrorists because they have moved one step forward. The kind of weapons they use is no longer banditry, not even armed robbery. They are attempting to bring down jets, and it means there's a serious matter, he said. The legislator urged the media to address the outlaws appropriately and also assist security forces to succeed in the quest to safeguard Nigeria. Namdas, however, observed the military is overstretched and faces shortage of personnel. He explained that this is due to ongoing operations in 34 states of the country aimed at tackling insecurity. Namdas said the army had been handling some internal issues within the purview of the police and other parliamentary agencies. The lawmaker called for acquisition of more sophisticated weapons to effectively fight enemies of the state posing serious threats. He assured the National Assembly will continue to play its part to ensure the army achieves set targets. The Nigerian Armed Forces has 311,000 active personnel and 89,000 reserve. The Nigerian Army is regarded as the strongest ground force in Africa. Really? Really? By who? He is regarded by who? Oh, maybe. I guess with the amount of conflict that is going on in the country, maybe they're the most booked for conflicts currently and even conflicts to come. We're the most populous black nation in the world. So we're the most populous in Africa. So I guess by numbers, we're the best. I don't know. Someone says this member of House of Representatives should be applauded for his courage of calling a spade. In fact, the activities of bandits and kidnappers in Nigeria is an economic warfare against the sovereignty of Nigeria. Please let us be factual. When you're not allowed to go out freely to your legitimate duty or work in your business premises or farm, are they not plotting hunger for the masses? When members of families are adopted and properties are sold for ransom, is it not economic incapacitation? Okay, Buhari El-Rufai vehemently refused to agree that this is why flying herdsmen are still messing up. Commercial flights are no longer safe. Now that is a very key comment, because if commercial flights they stop, then that's bad, because Nigeria will not get revenue from flying and all that. So I don't really think they'd want that to happen. Sometimes you just look and you're like, do these leaders don't they think long term? Like, okay, fine, let's say you're selfish and you want to steal. Don't you at least want to use your country's resources to the best of your ability to create maximum output, in which, okay, fine, if you want to steal, at least you'd have high dividends for yourselves, as long as people are also comfortable. You know what I mean? Of course, that's not the right way, but I'm just saying, like, even in the way they try to be corrupt, it's so mediocre, maybe they're doing professional stuff. Look at the DCP now. In relation to Hush Puppy's case, he's probably gonna, face the court in America. And so it's just like, come on, the standards are just non-existent. If you people continue to speak the truth, there will be a change. Not forgetting that the North is the biggest casualty of this nonsense. Someone says they are businessmen doing what they are employed to do by APC governors who have confirmed the nature and genuine business of the bandits and Fulani heads men. Please let sleeping dog rest. Bandits and Fulani herdsmen are not terrorists, they are businessmen. Just ask El Rufai, the governor of Kaduna State. I mean, yes, they're businessmen, and of course, with their spokesperson, leader of their movement, Sheikh Ahmad Gumi. They deserve amnesty because the country is bad and they're the only ones suffering, and they're the only ones that are in the country. So it is justified that they become a national nuisance. So yeah. So someone says no, they are businessmen from the north. Someone says they are not terrorists. This is just the beginning. Time will come when senators will be running for their lives. It happens. The poor will eat the rich. So I guess, at this point, it's good this man has talked. Again, he's not popular, so we don't even know. Of course, it's easier in his position to speak things like this because I guess he's not well known. He may not really be in like the top position with the highest of connections. So, what he's saying doesn't necessarily have to be challenged or compromised. But then the higher in the rank you go, it seems like your integrity just drops. So, it is what it is at this point. So well done to the man for speaking up as he should. Of course, bandits are terrorists. We need to redefine. When we use the word bandits, you can't call someone who owns AK-47 a bandit. Like, huh? It does not make sense. It does not fully depict the severity of the crime. Someone says a robber or outlaw belonging to a gang and typically operating in an isolated or lawless area, a raider, mugger. So the bandits produced a weapon and demanded money. So robber. I think the key thing here says operating in an isolated or lawless area. The whole of the country is literally lawless. So I guess banditry is everywhere on a basic level. But then this level, now we are talking about terrorists. We're talking people that are out here who are relentless. Come on, imagine being so brave as to be so resilient in challenging a whole government. See, they don't rate the government. They don't rate the capacity and what the government can do to them. That's why, of course, they have confidence to be doing all these things. Put what you think about this in the comment section below. And do not forget to like and subscribe.